ranked number 2, but maybe should be number 1. He's going against Bob Glassman, and he shows you why he's ranked.
Very quick. Very quick.
Quick and strong. And I don't know what else you have to be.
The coach feels that he might be the best athlete on the team. He's been doing a great job this year for him. So far now, he's just dominated young Glassman from Iowa State.
Look at that power from the top.
As the leg tipped over, now he's got him toward the back points.
4-0. Glassman, a sophomore from Downers Grove, Illinois, 25-11 this year. He won his last match against Ohio State on an impressive fall, but he's in there with trouble.
He had him locked up fairly tight with that. You just kind of let him out.
First escape, first point for Glassman. It's 4-1.
Now we know that Glassman has good penetrating low shot that comes into his left side. Like that. Yes, but he didn't penetrate that very deep. He kind of lifted the arm and reached for it and didn't take his lower body in. And yet Douglas has all types of offense. He does a lot of things well, and as we said, is very powerful and real quick.
Well, Melvin Douglas had an unhappy thing happen to him last year in the national championships. He was in the semifinal round and didn't make weight.
That is very unhappy.
And was disqualified from the tournament. So he would have been an All-American just by making it to the semifinals. He could have finished no worse than 6th.
I'm sure he learned something by that and is wrestling a little more intensely this year than he has in the past year.
Yes, his record is, well, last year he lost 6 times. 29-6 this year. He is 27, did we say? 27-1. He leads 4-1 over Glassman, but Iowa State leads in the meet 22-5 over the number 2 ranked Sooners. The Cyclones have either won or drawn in all those big ones, all those close ones.
It's been their meet all the way so far. Now here he steps by, but it becomes balanced. And a nice fireman's carry by Glassman.
Couple of interesting moves there.
Both men. Very good. That's good athletic talent on the part of both athletes. Douglas tends to just kind of lay back, wait off on you, see what you're going to do, and then come off, feed off of your step.
Referee warns both men.
He kind of senses that there's not much going on also.
We have just a few seconds to go, 15 seconds to go here. This time, Douglas has the move and gets the 2 points.
It's almost like he wants to go and he needs the points. He goes harder and is more effective in getting it.
End of the first period, 6-1 Douglas.
We up or down?
And it is the choice of the Iowa State man. Glassman does pick top.
Get set, please.
Douglas went down right away. I think he assumed that.
Nice penetrating high crotch. Look at him follow that. Look at him follow that with his body. Very good.
Glassman is not a big rider. He does not like to ride much. And out goes Douglas. It's 1 for Glassman, 7 now for Douglas after that escape.
It didn't look like Douglas wanted to be ridden very much. He just popped right up out of there.
But in order to win, Oklahoma Sooners have to win pins in all 3 of these last matches. They have to win 1 here. Dan Shade has to win 1. And Mark Tatum somehow has to win 1 against Daryl Peterson at heavyweight.
Well, they could score technical falls, beating their opponent by 15 or more points, which would give them the same, and they'd really have to get going on that. Looked like he got hit in the head by a head right there when he went under.
Hit in the head.
Takedown for Douglas, too. And Glassman is jarred a little bit.
When he went under, his head, when he went underneath Bob Glassman from Iowa State, his head hit him in the face. And here they come again. You can see he steps in deep, and his head just popped him right in the face right there. You can see him lift up.
Yeah, it was the head. And Iowa State trainer is having him count fingers. You know that routine.
I don't like it either.
No.
I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. You always hate to see an athlete get injured. It's a rugged enough sport injuries always play a part in all sport. You hope that they never happen to anybody, that they're going to be severe. You hope they never happen at all. He's back up and moving around now.
Okay, yeah, Iowa State should be down. Marker down.
Stan Abel. Sends his man. Melvin Douglas back out. Douglas leads 9-1, and Douglas would like to get this technical fall if he can. 9-2
just cut it loose. Now he's going to try to get into this scoring position. So it's when he cuts loose and starts on the offense, that's when he becomes effective.
He's so explosive. Oh, is he explosive? 11-2. He doesn't give you time really to think about what you're going to do.
No, he comes through you so much. It's not that he just comes to you, and that's the thing that makes him effective. When he comes into his opponent, this time Bob Glassman, he goes right on through him, and that makes him effective because he's got his legs with him and he's powerful.
Okay, ready?
He'll probably intentionally release him again.
No. Get in there.
And it's 11-3, an 8-point lead.
There's an attempted arm drag. Another one. Now he's got the hips controlled this time, but he's got to get in a little closer. Just tried to muscle his way through that instead of finishing it off. That's why it didn't work.
.42 seconds, second period, an 8-point lead for Melvin Douglas. Oklahoma trails by 17 and needs 3 pins or technical falls. However, they can whip up those 6-pointers together. They have a pinner coming up next, Dan Shade, who got 12 falls last year to lead his team. And he'll be wrestling John Haropoulos of Iowa State. And then come the heavyweights. Darrell Peterson ranked number 8 for Iowa State against Mark Tatum of Oklahoma, a talented heavyweight who has been up and down.
Yes, that's true. I'm not sure that Douglas has enough to be able to score that many points against Glassman.
We have 2 seconds to go.
Needed a takedown there if he was going to be effective with it. I'm just not sure he can get it done here.
Well, he made a 3-point gain in that period. He started out 6-1 leading. He ended up 11-3. He won that period 5-2. He leads by 8. He does not have riding time. He could get it by 6 more seconds of ride.
Well, if he got enough takedowns, he would have riding time. But he's got to just be in a hurry. Right? So far, he just hasn't been in a hurry. Usually have to score 7 or 8 takedowns this period after a release in order to build up that. So he's got to get back points if he's going to get the technical fall.
Or get near falls points somehow. And
he has to get in this position. Now, he was effective here. Watch him push with that toe. As he pushes with the toe, he starts to lift with the leg, and that's what starts to turn the shoulders over.
Oh, and he did it. He did it, and he has Glassman on his back now.
Now he probably will let him out of this position. Try to let him out so that he gets his 3-point near fall awarded.
And it's 14-3. 14-3. And he has riding time.
So he's got to get one more of those if he's going to be effective, or that if he starts into the takedown routine, he has to be in a big hurry.
All right, he has a minute to go. 14-3, an 11-point lead for Douglas. And he has to get a 15-point advantage to win the technical fall that Oklahoma needs. First move again, so important. And up comes Glassman. He is not out yet.
There he is.
There he is. Okay, 14-4, a 10-point lead. Iowa State coaches want Glassman to move from side to side.
Yeah, they want him to move off to his right, not stand still. Take away Douglas's offense. As long as he keeps moving, he's a moving target. There's a nice walk single by Glassman. Just doesn't quite affect that.
16-4. I'll tell you, you never have Douglas quite down. I think you have him.
That power. And he intentionally releases again.
But that's an 11-point lead now. Uh-oh.
He's got it close if he can affect it.
It's 18-5. If he could turn him over in 5 seconds here, he would He would get the technical fall. Well, I don't know. No. Stan Abel got a pleading look on his face.
Yes, he did.
It didn't quite work. All right, 19-5. It's a 14-point superior decision for Melvin Douglas over Bob Glassman. And so it is now. Let's take a look at that.
Really hard. Comes into him, drive right on through. Now that makes that takedown effective. We've talked about that so much. Go 2